Hello, I'm the artist Michael Zotos, and what I want to talk about right now is what I call a mystery involved with art. I believe that to some degree there sort of kind of needs to be a bit of mystery when it comes to art, and that's part of what gives it significance and part of what gives it value. Okay, when you go to a gallery and you see a really big painting on the wall and depth of paint, in other words, layers and whatnot, most people have no idea how that happened or why. There's a mystery there. And then if someone buys it and takes it home or puts it in their business lobby, people see that and that element of mystery is involved. And I think it's a necessary ingredient. And with that in mind, I think people can deliberately plant a little mystery into their work. Now, in my case, in my instance, I began putting my pieces out on the highways. What happened was I was making artwork and putting it in New York City, and it doesn't last 5 minutes in there. So I was able to go out east, where I found out that the people from the cities were traveling out east, and I could put it out on the highways in displays, and it would not disappear from the face of the earth, initially anyway. And but nobody knew who was doing that. And so I put some in a vintage clothes store. It was called Out of the Closet Vintage Clothes Store. I put big ones in groupings out there. And the ladies there, they were two elderly women, they wanted like 30 pieces. They had evidently had an experience where somebody had put big artistic sheep in their yard, and they sold them all, 30 of them. So they wanted 30 of mine. I didn't have 30 to do that, but I put some in their yard. And then lo and behold, the newspapers came to them because they saw the art in the yard and they knew about my pieces out on the highways. They found out where I am and they came and visited me. And then they broke the story. This was 2014. And the story was that they found the guy doing this. They were uncovering the mystery. I didn't particularly like the headline, okay? The spontaneous entity artist comes out of the closet, okay? I didn't like that per se, but it's publicity. And there we were. Now, in 2017, I was putting my pieces on the North Fork of Eastern Long Island. And I got a visit at my house from a newspaper reporter, a young lady. And what had happened was I took these big round, I call them pie heads, they're like yay with antennas. And I put a few of those, about 4 feet high, with a lot of spots on them. Just for the hell of it, I put big spots on it. And she said she wants to, the woman interviewing me, she's going to put on there, she always likes to use an anecdote at the beginning, on an article she creates. And I have a lot of respect for these news reporters, by the way, because they were very good to me, and they also, they're very talented when they make a story. Coming from the other side and seeing what they did in fact publish, I'm not that good to be able to create this story like they did. Well, anyway, she puts on there, spontaneous entities are spotted on Route 25, I believe it is. And because there were the dots on there, but they were seen. But she's uncovered the mystery. And then she talked all about me in there. She put, I don't know, maybe 5 photographs of me. She actually had me doing a painting in my house, and she took a picture of me with a brush like so, which is good to see that right in the newspaper, in color, okay? And so my point is, there was mystery. I didn't deliberately create the mystery, but it was there. Them uncovering it, a lot of people really liked this type of story. And I believe, in hindsight and in just looking at artistic things, that a mystery to some degree is always, in a sense, an ingredient to art.